About the Big Bang. The Big Bang started as a hot singularity, super dense, super small. It's on the Planck scale. They actually call it the Planck epoch. And it was literally when the boom of the Big Bang went off. Before 10 to the minus 43, you had the Planck epoch. At 10 to the minus 43, you had the grand unification epoch where gravity began to separate from the other fundamental forces. So your weak force and your electromagnetic force were acting in unification. One of the first things that happened is at 10 to the minus 36, you had the electro-weak epoch, and this is all, like I said, within a split second. And space was about maybe a meter across, almost a meter across. And there was an inflationary epoch where space all of a sudden spread out exponentially. Like it just went wow, like in a relativistic boom, and just blew out to something along the lines of like 20 light years. But in this action, okay, you had your grand unification where gravity separated. You'd have baryogenesis where particle-antiparticle pairs were popping up in the electro-weak epoch, and some matter was left over. So there's a discrepancy. There was a residual left over, what we call baryonic matter. And then, of course, your baryonic matter is going to give you your hadrons, and then, you know, your protons and neutrons were too highly energized, so they just stayed floating around. But at a point, nucleosynthesis took place, and protons and neutrons began to stay together. Okay, and as time progressed, of course, it kept cooling, it kept expanding, and now you had leptogenesis where the leptons, like the electron, could actually hop onto an orbital on a nucleon, and now we had atoms. This is about 380,000 years after the Big Bang. And between 380,000 years after the Big Bang and 380 million years after, you had a lot of gas, a lot of star formation. That's where the red dots come from. Even the Milky Way, there are stars in the Milky Way that date back to that era. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on the Big Bang for you guys this morning so you can get an idea. A lot of it happened within the very first second, actually.